Come on, do we have to watch this
Well,
again?
whoa,
Please.
again, this is the Masters.
We watch golf all the time.
All the time?
Please.
No.
Just one day.
But Tigers might win. All right. Let's see what else is on. Oh, yeah, Masters is on. Hell yeah, we're watching this.
I guess it's better than golf.
Well, tonight on Mansers, getting lots of women is awesome, but what happens when they won't let you get with them unless they trust you?
Girl who did that.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
According to scientific research, there's an alternative.
Having lady trouble?
Wait, what's that?
Try Liquid Trust.
Oh my god. Okay.
Scientific studies have shown the hormone called oxytocin, produced in your hypothalamus, is secreted in your posterior pituitary gland, plays a large role in pair bonding and trust-related activities. An expert is here to explain.
Oxytocin is a hormone and neurotransmitter produced naturally in the brain, especially during pleasurable physical contact and social interactions. It is produced more in females than in males, though in both sexes it is involved in sexual arousal, bonding, attachment, and trust, as well as in combating stress. Additionally, in females, oxytocin leaves the pituitary gland and travels via the bloodstream to the uterine muscles to cause labor contractions during childbirth, and to the mammary glands to cause the letdown reflex involved in lactation. Oxytocin is made in the hypothalamus, specifically by magnocellular neurosecretory cells in the supraoptic nucleus and paraventricular nucleus. It is released into the blood from the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland. It can also project to other parts of the brain, such as the ventromedial hypothalamus, the nucleus accumbens, the amygdala, and the subgenual area of the anterior cingulate, as well as to the spinal cord. It can bind to receptors in these regions to boost feelings of happiness, attachment, and trust.
So you see, oxytocin plays a large role in trust. But how can you use oxytocin to get any woman to trust you?
Once oxytocin leaves the brain via the bloodstream, it cannot re-enter the brain because of the blood-brain barrier. A nasal spray of oxytocin would, however, bypass the blood-brain barrier. This is where Liquid Trust comes into play. If a guy were to spray the Liquid Trust, it could be inhaled by an unsuspecting female and then enter her brain to increase her feelings of trust and attachment. The oxytocin spray would also make her more likely to want to make eye contact with the man. So for best results, he would make sure to return that eye contact.
Hey, ladies. What's going on?
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? What are y'all doing tonight?
I mean, you know, going to the club.
Yeah? Can I come?
Whatever. Well, of course.
All right, let's roll out.
Warning, in some cases, this may lead to a stage 5 clinger.
Jeremy. Jeremy, you're amazing.
Oh god, I think you're amazing.
Oh my god, don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good. Because I'd find you.
Tired of watching this.
What?
Come on, there's gotta be something
All
better.
right.
Ooh, the view.
Oh,
You know you
not
want
the
to.
view.
You know you want to watch.
No.
Today we have a very special guest, renowned psychologist and host of his own television series. Please welcome Dr. Phil.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Dr. Phil. Thank you. It's good to be here. Thanks, Barbara. Ladies, great to be here.
You know, Phil. Can I call you Phil?
Sure, absolutely.
I was meaning to talk to you about something. I'm so glad you're here, because I saw you on the Today Show the other day,
No.
and you really
Good.
pissed me off.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm shocked to hear you pissed off about something, Rosie. What was it?
I'm shocked that you have hair, so I guess we're all surprised.
Okay, shocker.
Anyway, it was the thing that you did about the men, and about the cheating, and about how they're not responsible for it because they have some kind of gene or something.
Okay. All right, Rosie. I know the clip you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I think you might have misunderstood what was going on.
See, I don't think I did, because you say that the men, they have this gene that makes them cheat, and it sounds to me like you're trying to get every man out there, every scumbag, a get out of jail free card. Oh, no. And go hump who you like card.
Okay, all right.
Well, we actually have that clip here from that interview, so So why don't we take a look?
Right.
Clear the air.
There are a lot of traits that go into this, right? And obviously a lot of this is learned, a lot of it's social, probably 70%, something like that. But
Right.
there are things in our makeup that make us at high risk for this.
Right.
There are certain brain patterns that make us high risk for this. They have now identified a gene that they believe may have a contribution to this as well. So yes, how your brain is configured, how it's wired can
Right.
be a huge contributing factor.
Now you see, this is all about predisposition to cheat. That does not mean that all men who have this gene are going to cheat any more than someone else. Having, alcohol parent, being guaranteed to be an alcoholic. It's all about the likelihood of it occurring, okay?
But you cannot take the responsibility off of their shoulders, whether they have the gene, the oxy whatever levels or whatever. It doesn't change the fact that they cheated and that they're scum. I mean, am I right?
Yeah, but you really can't take all the responsibility off women either.
What do you mean?
I read an article in Nature Reviews Neuroscience talking about just that. In men who have kids, when you show them pictures of their children, those levels of vasopressin and oxytocin actually get higher.
I read the article that you were talking about, and let me tell you, it said nothing about women trapping men with kids. They're probably more likely to cheat. Actually, it was about those little rat things, the marsupials, whatever. The little rat things, they have kids, they pop out the kids, and the males, their brains change. Nothing about women trapping men.
Okay.
Yeah, but there really isn't anything about trapping them. It's just talking about creating an environment so they won't cheat on you.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. If a man's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. If he's scum, he's scum. Whatever environment he's in. You can put him in Timbuktu, you can put him in BFE, it doesn't matter, he's still scum.
I'm afraid I don't see your logic here. Dr. Phil, what are your thoughts?
Okay,
No,
well.
we're not talking about his thoughts, we're talking about my thoughts for a minute, because you disgust me. You are the biggest blonde twit I have ever met. Why Barbara hired you? I have no idea, because you're making women look bad. What are you talking about? How can you say that women are responsible for men cheating? Do you even hear the words that are coming out of your mouth?
Okay. Ladies, I think we might be taking this article a little bit too far. Now, you see, the study was all about the marmoset. It's called marmoset. The males, their brain patterns actually change when they have young of their own. This article was not about whether they were monogamous.
Why are you talking to me? I said
Okay.
that
Okay.
right now. Shut up.